What's up, guys? This is Justin. I'm here with Tim.
What's up, guys?
We are playing Super Mario 64. And Tim, how much time did you spend just doing this when you were little Tim?
Way too much time. Like, honestly, thinking back to it, like, I spent an obscene amount of time
It's absolutely
just trying to
ridiculous.
see what dumb things I could do with Mario.
Well, like, this compared to the Super Nintendo was just insane.
Yeah.
Tim, we're playing Super Mario 64 because it's Nintendo's 125th anniversary. And to celebrate, we're playing 125 of the greatest Nintendo games of all time because we are crazy people.
And because it's fun, and it's an excuse to play a bunch of the best games of all time.
I know, and like it's so much fun to to play Mario Galaxy, Link to the Past, Metroid Prime, Smash. But even compared to all those games, Super Mario 64, oh my goodness gracious!
It's just so good. It's so expansive. This castle is so memorable. The music, the paintings, the secrets, like right here.
Boom, you know where it is. For the rest of my life, it's burned into my memory the moment that I found that secret slide. I can actually tell you this is not a joke or me embellishing anything. This is the moment when I fell in love with this game. Like, I found this secret, and that's when my brain was like, whoa.
Whoa.
Like, this castle is going to have secrets and all kinds of crazy things to explore, and, like, it's unexpected.
And it's funny because we should have known from Mario World. We should have known from Mario 3, but we didn't.
No. And that's what I like about... I did the Mario World Let's Play with Colin, and what I like about that game and what I like about this game is that it does have that element of exploration and puzzle solving.
And even here, within the secret, there's the double secret that if you get under the 22 seconds or whatever, there's another star you can
Which
get.
obviously you did.
Yeah, of course.
So, I love Mario Galaxy, I love Mario 3, I love all those games, but what sets World and 64 apart is that element of the unexpected, and you don't know what you're going to see in every door that you go into. Like, you don't even know that you need to jump into the paintings.
Yeah.
Like, you have to figure that out for yourself. And I was telling you before that when I first got this game, I was probably 11 or 12, and I was mind blown, just running around, and I spent like an hour not knowing where to go or what to do because I didn't know that you could jump inside the painting.
That's so funny.
In Bob-omb Castle.
Like this whole thing is just amazing right here. Like, this level was in the demo and Toys R Us,
right,
with the kiosk. And I just remember watching kids play over and over, and then just staying in line and just, oh god, what am I doing?
Yeah, but it can pay off. It can pay off.
Oh, it almost. Oh,
you saved it.
Whoa.
He pulled it out.
The camera's messed.
Oh.
The camera got me there. That is the one problem with this game is the camera.
Yep, that's totally true. It's like it's not literally the first 3D game, but this was the first one. You knew we were coming off the 16-bit gen, and this was like
the first
this was the
proper
game.
one. The first one that felt right.
Yep.
Like,
but they did. It's still sort of clear how they just hadn't figured out how to do 3D cameras completely yet. Like, it is kind of janky and weird sometimes. It's like sort of the one thing. The controls are so tight, the levels are so memorable, but that camera does, need some work sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think it's funny that.
Oh my god! Again.
You did it. No, you're all right. You're all right. You're all right. Now. Just,
No, but see, now I'm backwards, and now
be careful. Be careful. Be careful.
I have to control it all weird.
Oh, Tim. Yeah, but you're on the.
This is not good.
You're on the slippery.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
we're
goodness.
looking. There we go.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna play this level anymore. This is insulting. I just failed in front of the masses.
It's okay. We all know everyone's Super Mario 64 cred. Anyone that's like our age, their Mario 64 cred's legit. Like, they all got 120 stars.
Exactly.
This was like a big moment for all of us. You were saying that we were talking about before we started recording. We were talking about that demo.
Oh yeah.
Like, that demo when, like, the 16-bit games are great, and many of them are arguably as good or better than this. But, like, to see this coming off of the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo was just, like, incredible. And, like, the system wasn't out yet, and you could play this game, and it was just ridiculous. This is such a magical moment.
This secret right here, and being able to fly in 3D.
Yep.
It just feels right.
Yep. Oh, it was so good.
Oh man.
And you're playing. I want to point out that we're playing on a Wii U, booted into Wii mode, and then running an N64 game, and you're using a classic controller. So it has tripped some people up trying to remember, like, whether it's inverted controls or anything like that.
Yeah. Even here, I just want to show this off. I'm actually gonna go down. One of my favorite things here is in these flying levels when you go out. Oh, not this one. In a lot of the other ones, you end up outside of the castle, you land in the water. That's so cool.
Lots of great little details like
that.
that.
Over to Bowser right now.
These Bowser courses are a little bit reminiscent of. It's sort of easy to see the influence of this would eventually lead to like the old school courses in Mario Galaxy, the Flood.
Yep, and Sunshine.
excuse me, in Mario Sunshine, and then that in turn led to Mario Galaxy down the line. These sort of obstacle courses that have a more fixed camera placement. Those sorts of elements are in place, and it's funny to see Nintendo like iterate on it over time.
It's crazy that there's only 4 of them in this game,
Yeah.
and they're so good, and these are the most similar levels to the 2D games.
Yep, they definitely have that feel to it. It's really, really rock solid. I like that this game has. I think the 120 star thing is often kind of overlooked, or people don't sort of give it a lot of credit. But like this game, getting 70 stars is not that tough. But like, there's that extra there for people that want to go crazier. Like, if you just want to get through this obstacle course, cool. But like, man, if you're like
if you want 120,
yeah, if you want the 120, you got to figure out where all those coins are.
And it's what's crazy about it is when you talk to people that played this game, everybody got the 120 stars, and almost everyone has the same experience of, oh, we got them all, except for 2. What are these final 2? And then you have to work for months to get those.
It really was, and it felt like, and I don't know if I just like was better. A lot of people say they were better at games when they were little.
Yeah,
but for me, I don't know if I was worse at games, but like I remember I had to work. I felt like I worked for weeks to get the final stars. And the final 2 for me were 100 coins in Rainbow
Cruise.
Rainbow Cruise, and the coin that's just across the way from that, where you have to fly around and get shot
it's
out
like
of
the
cannons.
challenge level of the one we just played, where you're flying around,
Yep.
but the 8 red coins are like in the most obscene places.
Yep, and I remember 100 coins in Tick-Tock Clock was really brutal too. And so what I liked about that coin structure, besides the fact that it gave something for like hardcore players to do and casual players, was that you really had to like you couldn't get 100 coins in Tick-Tock Clock unless you like really knew that level inside and out. And so it's like it slowly escalated. Like, okay, get this easier coin, now climb to the top and get a harder coin, and after you've done all those, okay, now you know the lay of the land. Here's sort of a final brutal thing for you to do.
And these boss battles are like so important. Like, honestly, this might be the best boss battle of all time. Maybe not best. Maybe not best. I'm gonna take that back.
Okay.
Not best, but the most important.
Yeah. I mean, just to show off, it's so clever to show off. Oh, you got screwed right there.
Yeah.
I feel like you
camera angles. Come on.
You were on track. But like,
I'm gonna get him here.
It's so clever. It's one of those things that, like, if you don't think about it, you're just like, yeah, you spin Bowser around and it's fun. But like, it's showing 3D. Like, you have to run around behind him and you have to spin him around, and like, this is so different than anything that you could have done in 2D. Like, it just wasn't possible.
Yeah. And just hearing Mario has a voice.
Yeah.
This game gave him that voice and just made him so much more of a character than he'd ever been before.
Yep.
And man.
The thing about Mario 64 that the other games have this, but I feel like it's strongest in Mario 64, is that you don't know what's going to be around the next corner. Or, like, you don't know what's going to be in the next painting. Like, you go into that castle and you don't know what to expect. Like, now you're in the basement and you see this rabbit and you don't know what he's about. Someone blows Mario's hat off and then you sometimes don't know where to get it back.
Yeah.
Just those sorts of elements of like not knowing what's around the next corner, they really, really flip the formula on its head in a way that I don't know that they've really recaptured that since.
This game is special, Justin.
It is. This is my 3rd favorite game of all time.
This is in my top 10.
Yep,
for sure.
Tim, what is your favorite memory from Mario 64?
Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Like, I think that has to be it. It's just looking at this game and just being like, no way.
Yep.
There's no way this is a real game in the life that I live.
Yep. Yep. For me, it was just that first moment that you booted it up and ran around the castle, and then I realized I had fun doing that for an hour, and then, like I said, I figured out that you could jump inside the paintings and that there was an entire actual video game in here.
Yeah.
And that, like, little Justin was just mind blown.
Oh, man.
So, guys, anybody watching this, remember we're doing all these Nintendo Let's Plays to celebrate Nintendo's anniversary. So stick around with us and sort of go through Nintendo history. So, for all things Nintendo, you can keep it locked to IGN.